Welcome to SVGTV News for Wednesday, May 10, 2017. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said his government is prepared to lend full support to any airlines interested in commencing operations here. His statement came on the heels of his announcement at a media conference on Tuesday that soon there will be direct flights to SVG from Miami. While he did not elaborate on which airline will be making the direct connection to St. Vincent, as he indicated, he wished to allow the relevant persons to speak on the matter. The Prime Minister, however, boasted that the Argyle International Airport is gradually on its way to be an aviation hub.
We will be having flights coming direct out of Miami. The announcements will be made by those who are responsible. And as well already that you know, we have Cal on Fridays and Sundays making the particular connection, first with the ATR, but just a turnaround for an hour in Trinidad, with the jets going up to New York. And I happen to know other conversations are being held with Cal for other things.
Dr. Gonsalves added that the AIA has piqued the interest of persons to conduct business in several areas of aviation, and he expects to see more traffic in and out of the new air facility.
And I told you about the conversation Glenn has been having, he and his team, out of UK. And I want to say more broadly that there are other conversations with other airlines. And there are conversations with local pilots who are interested in expanding their aviation business. And this government will support them in a sensible business planning going forward.
Meantime, discussions are said to be ongoing to transfer parts of the AIA into a jet hub. At Tuesday's media conference, PM Gonsalves spoke on the success of his recent out-of-state visits and further stress on the major developments the local hotel industry is expected to benefit from. The Prime Minister, whose responsibilities include aviation, said due to increased traffic at the airport in Canouan, there is not enough space to accommodate the amount of private jets there, and that the AIA will provide the necessary support.
The developers in Canouan, Mr. Pinataro, has indicated to me that he is interested, their group, they're interested in building a hotel to take care of the pilot and crew principally for the airlines, the planes which are coming to Canouan. In fact, the number of private jets which are coming to Canouan now, they don't have enough space for their parking, and they would want Argyle to be the center, really, the hub, and that's why they have worked out with the AIA, the Argyle International Airport, an area where they're going to put down a hangar and also put a fixed base operation to service these jets.
Dr. Gonsalves further outlined that plans for the construction of a hotel to accommodate pilots are also ongoing.
I know that they're actively looking for land to see where they can build this hotel. They're not in the business of building a hotel really for general use, but specifically for people who are going to come, for the pilots and crew for these jets. Of course, other people will be able to stay there, depending on the size that they eventually decide to build it.
And PM Gonzalez was on hand today to meet with President of the Melia Group and his 9-member delegation at the VIP lounge at the Argyle International Airport. The team met with representatives from various government ministries, including Foreign Affairs, Tourism, as well as other key stakeholders in relation to investment opportunities in the hotel industry. President of the Melia Group, Gabriel Escariel, gave some recommendations which he says will require the complete commitment of the government of SVG.
My recommendation, first of all, and that's important, full commitment for the site and for the rest of the team to increase tourism in this area. Full commitment. This is the key. If you analyze the other competitors you have, Barbados, Guadeloupe, Santa Lucia, you will come to the conclusion that thanks to tourism, they have developed a lot each island. I don't know if you agree with me. Absolutely. No tourism. That's simple like that. No. You start from not twice in competitors like Barbados, Trinidad, Tobago. They are in the
But we have an advantage that if you start from nothing or near to nothing, you can avoid mistakes which they made.
You're right. But also you have to take into consideration by starting from nothing that to be a party during the first 2-3 years you are paying the consequence because frankly speaking the hotels are not profitable. So no profit, no business, my dear friend.
Yes.
That's, I mean, most important thing, #1 clientele, USA, know that. So you have to concentrate, and in my opinion, one of the major efforts in promoting US visitor tourism. By the way, it's already #1. The British, I think, is the second one. The second one, the British, all right. You have Americans and British.
General Secretary of the ruling Unity Labour Party, Julian Francis, claims that the opposition New Democratic Party is unable to accept its defeat at the December 2015 polls and is therefore holding on to straw. Speaking last night on Star FM, Francis, who serves as a government senator and Minister of Transport and Works in the ULP administration, said that the NDP must be serious about matters pertaining to this country and realize that they have lost the general elections. He accused the NDP leadership of misleading their followers and giving them false hope.
More people ask for fresh elections. Every since, according to old people, every since, you know, they want fresh elections. You just get them an election, and the day after they want fresh elections. Now, I mean, you know, let's be serious about something in life. You know, we make a lot of jokes, but you call for the election, you beg for the election. We brought the election. We didn't shorten it. We could have gone till March. But, you know, it's unlike a confident political party in government. There has to be extraordinary reasons why you would want to go down to the nitty-gritty of the additional 3 months provided by the Constitution. But we brought it to you, and you got whipped. But again, you don't want to accept your whipping.
Francis said the opposition continues to give the impression that they are speaking on behalf of the majority when they are not.
2005, 2010, and 2015, we thief all the 3 elections. But we must be master thief. And those who were responsible for the thieving of the election should sell their expertise worldwide, you know. But the people of this country have spoken consistently since 1998, the majority of persons. And when I hear the opposition talking about, you know, the people want this and the people want that and the people want... The only person who is authorized to speak on behalf of the people is the political party that controls the majority of the persons who go to the polls to vote. They're the ones authorized to speak on behalf. You can speak on behalf of those who voted for you. But we have the majority.
The government senator said that there was nothing significantly different in the results of the two constituencies being challenged through the petitions before the court, noting that even the NDP election workers themselves have been accused of misconduct during the process.
They know within them that they lost the election. All this thing they talk about, I tell the truth, as far as I'm concerned, as a sideshow. The main event was the 9th of December 2015. The results came out. There was no variation, significant variation between the preliminary count and the final count. Nothing significant in the two constituencies they're challenging. But all sorts of things. And how we now wanting to strike it out, and it's an abusive process. Well, they have abused everybody under the sun. They abused Sylvia Finley. They abused Paul Games, Ralph Gonzalez, Julian Francis, Louis Straker. Even their own agents came in for abuse.
The scourge of crime is a main concern for former leader of the opposition New Democratic Party, Arnim Eustace. The Member of Parliament for East Kingston was speaking on the NDP's New Time radio program on Monday and expressed condolences to the family of the two brothers who were killed and found at Sand Hill Bay in his constituency last week. Eustace believed that persons are becoming too accustomed to heinous crimes instead of being more alarmed by them.
A lot of persons begin to believe that these things are everyday matters because they've become so frequent.
Yeah, it's true.
So there's not much thought being given, and not a great deal said about the crime that we now face in this country, the type of crime, the level of crime that we now face in this country. We're expected now, it seems to me, to accept these things as part of the way of living. Some people blame the young people themselves as if they are the ones who cause all this. But all of us have a responsibility, you know.
The opposition MP also called on Vincentians to become more proactive in dealing with crime, noting that there should be more strategies to combat this growing problem.
I call on all Vincentians, all, to look carefully at our present situation and to do whatever you can to try and ameliorate some of this difficulty. All the institutions, including the police force, will have to try harder. All of us, as citizens of this country, will have to work harder to deal with this scourge of crime that now besets us. I'm not seeing the improvement. Not seeing it at all. I urge everyone to play a role. This is not just a matter for the police. It's a matter for all of us.
Readily available financial services have been historically unavailable to persons living in communities such as South Rivers, and with the opening of a branch office in such a community, this historical wrong can be corrected. That's according to President of GECO, Kelvin Pompey, as he spoke at the opening of GECO's newest branch office in South Rivers on Monday evening. Pompey said in such communities, economic activities would be limited to agriculture, fishing, and light construction, with services provided by financial institutions which would greatly benefit the community being unavailable. He considers the opening of the new GECO branch office there as a positive step.
we at GECO, we are aware of the fact that some 60 to 80% of our population live in these rural communities like South Rivers and Park Hill that are widely dispersed and far removed from urban centers. In most of these small communities, economic activity and income are still predominantly concentrated around agriculture, remittances, fishing, and light construction. The challenge faced by many of these communities, however, is that while there is an abundance of skilled, hard-working, and creative human capital, access to facilities for savings, credit, financial services, and financial education have historically been very limited. GECO is here today to right that historical wrong.
Seek knowledge, stay focused on your journey, and ignore the noise around you. That's the encouragement given by Dr. Audrey Gittins as she spoke at the launch of her book entitled Crossing the Chasm of Life, A Little Bit of Heaven, A Lot of Hell at the Peace Memorial Hall yesterday afternoon. Dr. Gittins said the book, which is available on Amazon and will be soon available at local bookstores, illustrates the many challenges which she has faced in her life and expressed confidence that it will resonate well with the public as many may be going through similar ordeals. Dr. Gills used the opportunity to encourage persons to eat healthy as well as to stay focused on their dreams.
Encouragement for you. Maintain good mental health, and the way you maintain good mental health is to seek knowledge and improve on your wisdom, to focus on things which are important, to pay no attention to noise, because noise is just distractors, and there are different kinds of noise around. They just try to distract you. So you just ignore all the noise around. Stay focused on your journey. Associate with people who can help you. If you do not know who can assist you on your journey, find out, ask a question. And always remember to help others. That is extremely, extremely important, to help other people.
Giving a review on the book was Pastor Sylvester King, who said whilst the book illustrates the challenges Dr. Gittins faced throughout her life, it also represents someone whose life is anchored to God.
I've had the opportunity to watch Dr. Audrey pursue her dreams, and I missed her for a period of time from the fellowship. And every time I will inquire about it, she would say, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, I'm working on something. Not telling me what it is. She's working on something. And in this book, among the many lessons that Dr. Gittins have learned is how to anchor her faith in God. And that's tremendous. She has placed a high premium on family. In fact, her children and grandchildren are dearest to her heart. More than anything else, she has learned how to become a risk taker and not to allow the chattering and the side screens and the smoke screens to blur the dreams that she has.
The Bethel High School Student Council recently showed appreciation to the 9 pairs of twins who attend the institution as part of the Child Month activities on May 3, 2017. The school said it recognizes that despite obvious similarities of identical twins, their differences can be astounding, and that the activity was used by the Student Council to enlighten the staff and the student body about twins and their social relationships as siblings. The school pointed out that over the years, twins have been attending the institution. However, this time around, it is very uncommon and unique at the same time to have this many twins enroll at the school. The school presented each pair of twins with cakes that were donated by a past student.